Good afternoon and welcome to another video by Raisha UK. Now, this is the second time I'm doing this video actually, because I wanted to do this video in a bit more scenic place. And I was actually having my lunch in a field, just back end of Warwickshire down there. And because it was a nice backdrop to what I'm going to talk to you guys about today. It was a field, I think though it was mustard seeds, which was flowering actually. It looked lovely, proper scenic place. But when I've actually come back in the car and was listening to it, the noise from the wind actually basically ruined the video. So I'm back in the car to make the video, but I will make videos in the field very soon. Yeah, that doesn't sound too good, but but you know what I mean. Anyway, let's talk about this video today. Right, here's the news. I am changing the area I drive in. Okay, this is what I'm going to talk to you guys about. Now, let me ask you a serious question straight up. How many of you know how many people die from air pollution related disease in a year in the UK? So air pollution, the disease, people get from inhaling. How many people do you think actually die in the UK from it? Look, I don't expect you to know, because I didn't know either. It's around 36,000 people a year in the UK. Now, that is same equivalent to smoking, but obviously smoking attracts a lot more audience. Now, and this is what this video is all about. Who do you think is actually at the forefront of being impacted by, say, emission from your car, the pollution that's created? Yeah, it is us taxi drivers. And it's mainly because of the nature of the job we're in. And as usual, sadly, a lot of us think that it doesn't affect us personally. So, we all know about this. We read it on newspapers. We listen on radio programs when we're driving about air pollution and all that sort of thing all the time. We watch it on the news. All this, we know everything, how much damage is actually created by air pollution, and how do we react to it. Now, we know, like, some people actually, especially if it's a young family, they move away from certain areas to lesser polluted areas. So we know that. And that's mainly because they just don't want the kids growing up in a highly polluted area. They'll go somewhere else where it's a bit more healthier. Now, let me tell you something. I've been doing taxing for about 26 years or over, something like that. Now, I could tell you personally, I think my lungs have been affected. All this time, I've been stuck behind long traffic jams, behind buses, lorries, stuck in tunnels, in rush hour. All these kind of things actually accumulate over time. Now, the question I suppose we're all asking is, how much do we really care about our health? And sadly, again, it's not much at all. We do not care about our health much as we should do, really. So, this is what I've been doing for the last few months now. I've decided to change my driving area to really better my health, if there is such a thing like that. And I've decided to actually move away from the city centre completely. I'm taking no jobs into the city centre, and I've moved to the outskirts of Birmingham. Now, outskirts, I'm on about, 20, 25 miles away, that sort of radius. Now, for people like you who probably know Birmingham, I'm working around an area called Stratford-upon-Avon. And there's other towns like Redditch, Warwick and all that sort of thing. And there's a lot of villages around there as well. So I've been working around that sort of an area. And believe me, I am loving it. I really do love working down there. Love that countryside driving, and before you say it, of course, there's traffic. There's traffic, even in small villages. You're not going to get away from that. But compared to city centers, it's nowhere near it. Now, I'm telling you, it is beautiful. You let your window down and you just suck in all that fresh air. It is so beautiful. That countryside driving, it is lovely. I really do love it. Now, you might be asking certain questions also. Is it worthwhile? Moving to them sort of areas to work. And listen, Uber's matured now, even to the outskirts. You will find, well, what I've found was my earning is probably still the same. You do probably have to run a bit more distance to the jobs, but then again, the jobs are also a bit more longer. Look, I'm telling you, try this for a week or two, and see how you like it. Because at the end of the day, it's all about you. Uber's not going to help you, but you have to use Uber to help yourself. Does that make sense? By you buying an electric car doesn't help your lungs. Uber will promote themselves by saying, look, go and work in the heart of the polluted area to pick up, and we will give you £1 or £2. They are actually sending drivers to where the highest polluted areas are. But you'll never hear Uber say, look, we are advising drivers not to drive in them sort of areas. But instead, they're saying, here's £1, here's a clean air fee, whatever promoted discounts they give you within them cities. They are actually promoting you, the drivers, to work in high polluted areas, which is mainly the city centers. So this is what it is really. Look, you have to change yourself. No one else is going to actually change you apart from yourself.